couple weeks ago, Giulia attempted to interfere with Tiffany Stratton in that match with Kiana James.
And look, Giulia may play it down, but anybody who has been watching WWE for the past couple of years knows full well that Tiffany Stratton is more than capable of taking a championship from anyone on the roster on any given night. So I don't blame Giulia for not really wanting to have any part of a potential title defense against Tiffany Stratton.
Of course, over 300 days as the WWE Women's Champion. The current champion, Jade Cargill, was able to climb that mountaintop in November of 2025. Earlier tonight, we saw Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley as that is heating up on the way to WrestleMania.
So let's talk about Tiffany Stratton, arguably Woman of the Year in WWE in 2025. Incredible year as the champ. Lost it towards the end of the year, as you mentioned, to Jade Cargill. And then think about this year. Runner-up in the Royal Rumble, which would have guaranteed her a main event at WrestleMania. Followed that up with a runner-up spot in the Elimination Chamber, which again would have guaranteed her a main event spot at WrestleMania. Now, 3 weeks away from WrestleMania, no guarantee at all that Stratton is even going to be on the card. They are the fine margins at the very top end of this industry.
Which we've seen with superstars at the very top of the industry. I mean, Cody Rhodes was in a similar position up until a few weeks ago. Sami Zayn was in a similar position up until a few minutes ago.
Yeah, and Stratton might be playing it cool, but these are really panic stations for a woman of her caliber, a competitor who expects to be at the very top. Well, she can prove how much she deserves a spot at WrestleMania with a victory here, and tried a drop kick there. I don't think it caught Giulia. Giulia trying to duck out of the way, but Giulia has taken a real beating in the early goings in this one.
Yeah, getting ragdolled into each corner. Around the horn goes Tiffany Stratton.
And from the outside, Kiana James, the official rep, trying to give some advice to Giulia, but it's falling on deaf ears for the time being. A unique move there from Tiffany Stratton, driving the nose of Giulia into her knee.
And had the intended results. Giulia, the Women's United States Champion, has been in control here against Tiffany Stratton as Tiffany looks to rally back in front of this massive crowd in Pittsburgh for SmackDown.
Yeah, it's been about 3 or 4 minutes of overwhelming offense going the direction of Tiffany Stratton, and just when she gets a window to break out, straight back in control is Giulia, but that may change things.
Spinebuster from Stratton as both competitors are down. Stratton has put a target on Giulia in that U.S. Championship. Giulia's responded a week ago saying she thinks she can disrespect me. She'll put her in her place.
This is part of the greatness of Tiffany Stratton, that power that she packs. Of course, we know about the high-flying abilities, often underrated in the power stakes as a former United States Olympic team member.
Yeah, great gymnast, great athleticism as you see it here.
Perhaps the greatest athlete of them all in WWE, and showing it all now.
Looking
real
for that
range.
Cartwheel Alabama slam. Could this be for Tiffany?
And now it is Giulia who is clinging on for dear life as the official rep on the outside. Kiana James again barking instructions as things are starting to go haywire here for Giulia.
Giulia able to follow up Stratton, and right back is Stratton.
Yeah, that burst of pace and burst of aggression from Giulia really is something to behold, but equal to it is Tiffany Stratton.
What a great counter by Giulia. You see the skill coming through just when she needs it most.
Yeah, there's some real speed and some real bite to the offense of Giulia right now.
Beautiful madness lined up. Arrivederci knee. Trying to put it away.
And Tiffany Stratton starting to look completely fried at this point, taking a ton of abuse, absorbed it, but now looks out of answers.
Tiffany Stratton trying to dig deep and recover after the recent attack from Giulia.
And this aggression from Giulia is what you need to see more of from the United States champion, especially against competitors the caliber of Tiffany Stratton.
Trying to climb her way into position.
And I'll tell you right now, I would back Stratton on the ropes every single time. And once again, that will prove correct in this instance.
Just tossing Giulia away. Target zone swanton. Hooking the leg to put it away.
Well, extra something on that swanton from Tiffany Stratton. Full body weight, crushing the sternum of the United States champ. Watch this impact. As heavy as it gets. But the United States champ somehow managing to kick out, but smelling victory now is Stratton.
She got every bit of it. What a smart move by Giulia. That was crafty. Well scouted by the United States champ. Good counter. And that rolling senton and that offense set. And Giulia James is there to meet her.
Smart move, throw a curveball at the right time.
Pretty, oh, knees up. Went for the prettiest moonsault ever. But instead comes up with the win.
There is your winner, the Women's United States Champion, Giulia!
The knees up, a little bit of a delay caused by Giulia James may have helped Giulia there.
And that is exactly why you get a Giulia James on your side. Major victory for Giulia, major assist from Giulia James.